Let's get it.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me
leave. Yes. Notifications received. Join.
Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news.
What?
I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets and debts. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got baby. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Hey.
So he said we can run this league game and then I had to say I'm gonna whoop his ass this time and I'm gonna whoop his ass again.
I'll watch it. Let me know when it's up and running.
Or you talking about this one or the head-to-head?
No, this one.
Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to track.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
There we go. Go right in. Watching your back. They can't hang with that.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. He wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your side.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on an opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Right there, 20! Right there, 54. Got one.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He goes underneath the Drake. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And all this is taken in one.
Are you watching?
What a catch. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Are you watching, bro?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing. Prescott. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
27.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Oh, nearly
What the
picked.
fuck?
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
That's Leighton Vander.
Oh, man, that was close.
Stupid shit. One for the touchdown. He threw it up to Devontae Parker, double coverage,
Unable to come down
and
with
he
it.
fucking caught it
No doubt
somehow.
on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
And then right now, I fucking
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down.
I had a pick and bounced off Leighton Vander's hand.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag
hit
here,
Jaden
too.
Smith in the chest.
And he may get a
and then
few
it
more
went on
tacked
Byron
on for
Jones'
good measure.
hand.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage.
Look at that. And watch this play.
Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
Breaking tackles like
and
he's
the
God.
Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again? Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards.
It's caught inside the 25.
I thought that was a defender. I ran out of bounds. It was Amari Cooper.
Bounds, but not before taking it down near the
He was
15.
running back. He was running back. I ran out of bounds.
Fantastic job
Yeah, it
of
was a
keeping that
touchdown.
play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
He was
They
running
work
back.
on those situations all the time. This is coached. Being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson observed, and it turned into a big
They're both white.
Yeah, I don't know why this dumbass picked white, though.
A good-looking drive for the
should've been a
Cowboys so
touchdown. I
far.
don't
It's
know
a
how
first down.
White is his away jerseys. So he just
Yeah,
used
but
his away jersey.
no. I thought those were color resumes.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Marr on for the extra point.
I thought it just owed.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. On 1st down, Drake. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. These two teams all tied after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On play action, Fitzpatrick.
Turn over to go. Lock the fuck up,
He's
boy.
taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Fitzpatrick. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Austin. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Oh, you're doing the challenges?
The Dallas offense here set to
fucking
begin the
user hit.
drive.
They're annoying,
We
bro.
have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Grant on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that,
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Prescott now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
I like it.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 31, check 31. Check. Regular. Hey, 5-7. Here we go.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
You took your audio off again?
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That's weird.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And this one quickly
Spin
to
the
Austin.
other way.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once
so
we
hard
hit
to tell when
halftime,
I'm
as we
running
do
the
all
ball through the
season, we'll
buck, too.
send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. But you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Here I come again.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
I'm gonna beat it.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
Oh, y'all took, y'all motherfuckers took my 1st down away from me.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, color.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He dumps it off to Dre. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, 5-0.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a draw play with Drake. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tyler!
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, my bubba!
From the 39, Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
Bring it out for Hearns. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Alan Hearns. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, Daddy.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Buying time to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Boom. Boom. Yeah. We have enough. I mean, there's enough time to play it along anyway.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard.
Bubby, look, come here.
And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Benny Logan jets in for the sack.
Bubba.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Right now.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
How's that not? That's 2, bro. That's back-to-back. I get called for little PI.
These guys would like to give their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Miami.
Hey, 180! Check right 54. Right 54.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
52 and 56. 52 and 56. Pilot, 64. Wait.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Running, it's Drake. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now in Arlington as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit?
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a look.
And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Breaks off his block.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Now he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a second down. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards. Prescott on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
He set me up. He set me up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
I can still talk shit because he only beat me by a touchdown when I was the Dolphins.
We're about to run it right now.
Watch twins. Fight. Regular.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, box truck.
On second down, it's Drake. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Come on, DJ. Come on, Daddy.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 54.
Come here, Bubba.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play.
JJ, come here.
Football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet.
Come here,
you talk
Bubba.
about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Bubby. Come on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Safarian Jenkins has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Why didn't he hand it off?
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
I couldn't
Got to
hold down
figure
my
now,
legs.
after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yeah, fuck you. It's all good. Like I said, I can't talk shit.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Chip. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I hope you brought your left. Regular.
Fitzpatrick to throw this time. And he hits Drake. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone off.
Under pressure, they got him again. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Yeah, Dad.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And if you kneel down, should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Bubbles. You bitching that your playmaker died? You just lost his playmaker alive.
Come on, doggy, you won the game.
Right back to Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Dolphins, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Oh, what the fuck?
You deleted that thread, so the game's over.
Fuck, man. Fucking shit, Andy. I can't believe I didn't